ladies and gentlemen, John Pinette.
Hello. Hello. Hi. How are you? Thank you very much. Thank you. Wow, this better be good, huh? Yes. It's a pleasure to be here. I went to the gym today. Listen first. First listen. Since February, I've been going to the gym 5 or 6 days a week. I don't like it. I go because I want to be healthier. I have such a long road ahead of me. I lost 100 pounds, and people say to me, wow, we can really see it in your face. How big was my head before I started this journey? Apparently I was the Kool-Aid man and nobody ever said anything to me. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid's here. That's John. His head's the size of a manhole cover. We don't talk about it though. Shh. And it's not like I'm getting back in shape. Oh, getting back in shape. No, I never was in shape. So in February, I hired a trainer. I've had many since then. Some quit, some turned to drugs and alcohol. One trainer quit the business and opened up a candy store. Seriously, he makes the best maple walnut fudge I've ever tasted. So I'm not just big, I'm a carrier. People get big around me. So this trainer thing, I went the first day to the gym, and I looked a little nervous. And I remember it was like my first day of kindergarten again. I even had the same lunchbox. What's that machine over there do? And the trainer said to me, I see you're nervous, but don't be. Once you start here at the gym, you're gonna get addicted. I don't think so. I think I can quit this gym stuff anytime I want. I got a lot of willpower. See that guy with the muscles over there? That's not gonna be me. They're never gonna find me in the exercise wing of Betty Ford. I can't stop! I wanna stop, but I can't stop. So the trainer said to me, he said, I want you to loosen up first. We don't want you to strain or pull anything. I want you to do this across the gym. Gym full of people. This is called the soldier's walk. This is a soldier's walk? Where did you go to boot camp? Is there a gay Nazi brigade out there I don't know about? Then he says to me, give me a sit-up. I said, oh, nay. I don't do ups. I told him that when I signed up. I don't do ups. I do downs. Sit down, lay down. Blackjack, I'll double down. Give me a cheeseburger, I'll wolf it down. Put on a little music, I'll boogie down. But I don't do ups. Ups defy gravity. Gravity is a law. I obey the law. So, I see people at the gym, and I just don't think healthy. I do this machine. Do you know this horrible machine? I don't know the name of it. I call it the horrible machine. I started in February. I could do 5 minutes, but I would have to cry for 2.5 of those minutes. People don't want to see that at the gym. They complain. Take him off that machine. He's crying. Now I can do 45 minutes, and it's a real miracle. But, yeah, and I'm a pleasure to be around, too. I see other people working out on the machines. They're thinking, what machine am I going to do next? Maybe I'll do weights. And I'm thinking if I do 45 minutes and live, I'm going to have raviolis and a nap. So the last 15 minutes is a chant. Raviolis and a nap. Raviolis and a nap. I'm like this on the machine. The trainer comes by and says, I see you're sweating. That's great. You know, you're burning fat. Oh, good. I hope it's a control burn. Because if this baby goes up all at once, there's going to be a mushroom cloud over this gym.
Do you want to spend another summer stuck at home?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
You know.
I hear ya.
Leave the small talk behind because Disney and Pixar invite you on an out-of-this-world adventure.
Engaging hyperspeed.
This is awesome!
On June 20th,
Welcome to the Communiverse.
Prepare to be conquered!
But I just got here! Follow me. What is this place? These are the lava tunnels. I am not fireproof!
catch Disney and Pixar's Elio in theaters June 20th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
One thing you do in rehab, you sit down with your counselor and you go through your phone, and a lot of times they'll have you delete and block any drug dealers or any bad influences, numbers that you have. In some cases, you reach out to the people first and you tell them, hey, I'm gonna delete and block you so that they don't try to track you down later. It's called breaking up with your dealer. So I did this one day. I sat down with my counselor, I go through my phone, I went to my main dealer, Arvin, first. And I texted him and I said, hey, I'm deleting and blocking you. I'm never gonna buy drugs from you again. I'm sober now. And then I didn't know how to end the text. So I go, but thank you for your many years of inspired professionalism and the many nights that became days. I send the text. Before I can delete and block him, Arvin texts me back. He goes, hey, I'm so proud of you for getting sober. Then he writes, you know, I only bought drugs to sell to you because I was worried about you and I didn't want you to get worse stuff off the street. I know, and I'm breaking up with this guy? So I can't delete him now. I text him back. I go, you sweet man. I say, you only bought drugs to sell to me? He says, yeah. I say, did you sell drugs to other people? He says, no. Then I say, hey, this is a weird time to ask, but are you a drug dealer? He goes, no, I'm a painter. We talked about this. Boston. To this day, I have no idea how I know this person. So I text him back and I say, how did it come to be that you sell me drugs? And he wrote back, I don't know. You just kept asking. I like that story, because there are many tales of drug dealers
Nice,
who
Kuno.
have turned innocent people into drug addicts. I might be the first drug addict to turn an innocent man into a drug dealer And that is the promise of Dare.
I get weird about weddings. There's something about weddings. First of all, I don't do a lot of impersonations. Can I do a very quick one of all of you? I could do all of you at once. Ready? This is anybody here getting a wedding invitation in the mail. Ready? Fuck. When is it? You don't even look at who, when, what weekend have you stolen from me? July 3rd, that's great. July 3rd, where is it? Yosemite National Park, outside wedding. July 3rd, that's not gonna be hot as balls. Then you don't even know who's getting married because I don't speak calligraphy. What the fuck, is that a K, a Q? Who is this? Right, and then you go, here's the thing, there's a lot of things that, you go to the wedding and certain things I don't understand. First of all, the bride and the groom, I don't like the way I hate the way the priest is standing between them and he's being cryptic. He's saying all the, right, do you? Say what I say, now you say. And then, oh my goodness, vows, this always gets me, the vows. They're gonna vow things to each other in front of everybody, okay? Vows, you can't even keep promises to yourself. You've been saying you're gonna lose 15 pounds for 8 years. And now you're gonna vow to keep their bullshit dreams afloat?
Oh!
And then the vows, here's the thing about the vows. They're vowing, and then all of a sudden, for no reason, there's like Old English in the vows, right? Thus unto mine eyes doth I. Are we burning a witch? What the fuck just happened? What is this language? This code? Here's how you know you resent having to go to the wedding in the first place. When the bride and groom, when they come out of the church, if you throw your rice like this. You huck that rice at their eyes. Here's a fun little prank that you can do. Ready? Stand behind everybody outside of the church, right? Just be like one of the last people at the very back. And then when the bride and groom come out and everybody's all happy and jovial, just not very loud, but just loud enough that you know they hear it, just yell, "Fuck you!"
I think an important part of being healthy is being active. And I think I'm more active than I've ever been. As I walk, I do go to the gym, I swim. I tried tennis. I took lessons. I didn't do well. I had a bad instructor because I would hit the ball to him, and he would hit it over there. What is this, doubles with the invisible man? What? I'm right here. Somebody has to get that. I'll do it. And then he'd hit it over there. Well, now I'm pissed. So I don't want to play tennis anymore. I've never really been adventurous, though. My whole life, people have asked me to do adventurous things. You know, extreme sports, journeys, pursuits, rides, amusements, to see what will happen to me. They say, "John, come with us. It's going to be a lot of fun." That means I'm going to get hurt. Oh, every winter I get a call, "John, we're going skiing." Now, I don't ski. A few years ago, I went skiing. Not to ski, I love the mountains, I love the snow, I love the change of seasons. I wasn't gonna ski, but my friends gave me tequila. I don't drink tequila anymore, because it makes me ski. Apparently, after the 5th shot, I demand my skis. Righteously indignant. "Where's my ski?" I could barely stand. My friends put skis on me. They rented me skis. They bought me a ski suit. It was white. It didn't flatter me. From the top of the mountain, I look like an avalanche. Why they evacuating the village? Now, you would think it was my first time skiing, and I'm drunk almost to the point of being in a coma. So take me to the little slope and take a few pictures. "Hey, look, John, he skied. What a sport, huh?" Now, My friends took me up to Mount Son of a Bitch. And they threw me off that mountain. I didn't ski anything. I don't even know where the skis went. I had to pay for the skis because I never found them. I got to the bottom of this mountain, a lifeless wreck. I was covered in snow. A little kid walks up to me crying. Frosty's dead. Frosty's dead. Now other children are gathered and they're horrified. Don't be dead, Frosty, they're saying. I had to get up. There must have been some magic. I told myself, I'm in a lot of pain, but these kids will believe in Santa till they're 27. So when they open the ambulance door, please, Frosty's gonna need Percocets and a Pez dispenser. They ask me to go skiing now, I say nay, nay. Water skiing is a nay, nay. I thought water skiing would be okay. It's water. Love to swim, great swimmer, love the water. It's water. It's soft. Nay, nay. Not at 40 miles an hour, it's like cement. And I can stand up on the skis, and that feels cool. But then the boat pulled me. That's when things started to go wrong. It was like snorkeling underwater really fast. I heard a barracuda go, what the hell was that? And I would bob my head out of the water. I water ski mostly with my face. And I bob my head out of the water, you know, to scream for help. It wasn't an audible scream, it came out like, ah! Killer whales are following. They're curious and a little concerned. Is everybody here? Who's that? He doesn't look like us, but he sure sounds like us in pain. Ah! Let him go, he's just a baby!
Ah.
My friends thought I was being funny. Ever the comedian, John, when you were bobbing your head out of the water, I was laughing. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe either. You should have stopped the boat. John, we're going parasailing. Nay, nay. Tried that, they para-dragged me all over the Pacific. The next time we go parasailing, turn around. If I'm not up in the air waving, stop the boat. I was picked up by a fishing trawler. They were packing me in ice when they found me.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
What's up, everybody? Charles Barkley here with my little computer buddy, Chuck GPT.
What's up, Chuck IRL?
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm getting my bets in on FanDuel. Talk to me, Chuck GPT. What do you know?
All sorts of interesting stuff. Dog breeds, how many ounces in a gallon. I even know the capital of Peru. It's Lima, y'all.
No, man. What do you know about the playoffs?
Everything. The stats, the rivalries, the tastiest snacks at every arena.
Now you're getting somewhere.
Yup. Chuck GPT knows it all. Even Chuck's greatest fear.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
Iguanas.
Man, those things are scary.
Right now, new customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
21 plus and present in Virginia. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's a commercial on late night TV for this thing you attach to a garden hose. It says, you can water your hard to reach plants with this product.
for half the game. The people that play whole game get a whole snow cone, and the people that play half game get a whole snow cone. So it's always whole snow cone. So I'd rather play half game. Still get the whole snow cone. How many outs, Brian? Grape. I'm gonna get grape or cherry. They're both favorites. So either one is good. If they have both, I'll get grape though, because that's a little more favorite. But if they don't have grape, it's like, oh, that's fine, because cherry's favorite anyway, you know? So it's like another favorite, but not as much. Not as much favorite. But they're both good. They're both good. All right, Brian, you just have fun out there. Okay. The second baseman would give me signals to get me involved in the game, you know? He'd like, put his outside fingers up. Okay, Brian, got 2 away. 2 away, Brian. I don't know who's talking. Okay. Brian, 2 away. You too. And our coach would yell from the dugout every now and then, Hey, guys, let's hear some chatter out there. Let's hear some chatter. What are we, rabbits? Might as well have been, Chattering is saying, hey, batter, batter, over and over again. I don't think I ever felt like more of an idiot my whole life. Out in the field going, hey, batter, batter, hey, batter, hey, batter, batter, hey, batter, hey, batter, hey, batter, hey. Hey, batter, 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 hey. Hey, coach, is there a point to this? What is that, for the batter's benefit? Hey, batter, batter, hey, fielder, fielder. Hey, batter, 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 hey, fielder, fielder, fielder. They're communicating. And as the ball got to him, we're all supposed to lean in and go, hey, batter, batter, swing! Like he couldn't get a hit when he yelled that. Oh! It's like swinging up. Did you hear what they yelled, coach? If that's fair, they should do that in all adult sports, I'd like to see that out in the golf course. Hey, golfer, golfer! Hey, golfer, 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 putt, golfer! It's right there, putt! What the hell's the matter with you, Ralph? I'm just trying to make it fun. Why do you learn that? Are you supposed to apply that later in life? Hey, lawyer, lawyer, hey, lawyer, 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 hey, lawyer, sue, lawyer! Bus driver, drive, drive! Shift bus driver! What the hell's the matter with you? I learned that as a kid. I was just applying it. The only compliment I ever got in Little League Baseball was, good eye, Brian. Good eye, Brian. Oh, thank you. Good torso. I noticed you during the trunk rotation. Good eye. They would say that when you're too scared to even consider swinging the bat. The ball would graze your head at about 100 miles an hour. Ah! Good eye, Brian. Oh, thank you. What did I do? You moved your head out of the way of the fastball. Oh, good, good. I'm glad I did that. I almost didn't, but then I did. Go team, go. I used to get scared getting up to bat. And what made it worse was the kids out on the field on the other team. I didn't even know these kids. And they're all out there yelling, easy out, easy out. Everybody move in, easy out. How do you handle that when you're 9 years old? Hey, they're walking towards me. The outfielders are playing in on the clay. The infielders are going through my pockets. Easy out. Easy out. I'm like going, hey, that's my gum. I played softball this last year. I struck out in slow pitch softball. Let me tell you something. It's not a whole lot more humbling in life than striking out in slow pitch. Walk back to the dugout, your teammates are older than Little League. They try not to laugh, but it's kind of hard not to. You sit next to them, they're going, What can they say? Wow, he throws a wicked 12-foot arc. It's hard to hit in only 3 tries. Should be a bigger ball. Should be a kickball. We should play 10-strike kickball. You know, that's what we should do. They call it softball. Makes it sound like it's harmless, you know? You ever take a line shot to the face with a softball? You don't go, hey, that's downy soft. That was like a big ball of cotton. Hey, don't worry about that. That's Blood Light. We're playing softball. We're all gonna float around like angels.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
What's up, everybody? Charles Barkley here with my little computer buddy, Chuck GPT.
What's up, Chuck IRL?
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm getting my best in on FanDuel. Talk to me, Chuck GPT. What do you know?
All sorts of interesting stuff. Dog breeds, how many ounces in a gallon. I even know the capital of Peru. It's Lima, y'all.
No, man. What do you know about the playoffs?
Everything. The stats, the rivalries, the tastiest snacks at every arena.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yup. Chuck GPT knows it all. Even Chuck's greatest fear.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
Iguanas.
Man, those things are scary.
Right now, new customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
21 plus and present in Virginia. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Thank you. Wow. Wow. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't think the show's gonna be as good as that. Like, I think I will let you guys down. Thank you guys so much. That was unbelievable. You guys are great. And it's just, you know, I feel like we've peaked, so let's just get doing it, something. All right. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Nate. I'm married and stuff. This is what marriage feels like, by the way, what it feels like in here right now. It's just one person talking, the other's like, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm from Nashville, and me and my wife, we were in Nashville last summer, and we went out on the lake with some of our friends, and we were like floating around the water, and there was a guy in a boat like right next to us, and my wife was like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend in that boat. Now, I didn't know who he was, so she didn't have to say that at all, you know? She was just basically like, you having fun? Because I like to put a stop to that. And make you stare at this guy the rest of the day. So I'm like staring at him, and then I look at my wife, and she's staring at him, and I feel like she's staring at him to see what her life would be like if she didn't marry me. So I started staring at him because I was like, I'm gonna see what my life would be like if I didn't marry her, you know? And we were putting so much pressure on this guy, and we stared at him for a while. He did nothing exciting at all. And, you know, we looked back at each other and just realized, you know what, we don't have a boat. That's the only difference. My friends were like, you should have went and tried to fight him. Why didn't you go fight him? And I was like, well, I would have had to swim over to that fight. So I don't know how intimidating that is for a guy to see a head in a life jacket floating his way. And then I gotta get in the boat, you know? Like, have you ever tried to climb into a boat from water? It's not aggressive. It takes an hour if no one is in the boat. Like, if he's in there, I'm never gonna get in. I would need his help. I'd be like, could you help me into this boat? I can't tell you why, but I really need in this boat.
I heard this story about my uncle. He stole a porta potty from the side of the interstate a couple years ago. That's exciting. My friend didn't even believe me. He goes, there's no way that he stole that. You have to empty those things out. You're an idiot if you think a porta potty thief thinks things through. This isn't Ocean's 11. He didn't, there's no blueprints involved. He just saw it and he goes, that'll fit in my truck. And someone goes, hell yeah, it will. And then it did. And then it did fit in his truck. I gotta bring people into this family. I gotta meet new people, introduce them to my family that steals porta potties, and I throw babies into ceilings. It's crazy. I was engaged at one point. I was gonna get married. I was engaged. She gave me the ring back, that's one of the options. You know, I was really excited about being engaged. Now I'm not engaged. Still really excited about that also now. But at the time, I was bummed. I got the ring back. I told my friend, I was like, she gave me the ring back, man. It's over. And he goes, well, you got the ring. That's good, right? Yeah, that's not what I was going for. I wasn't trying to demonstrate my awesome return policy. What are you thinking? Do you know how this works? I took it hard. I cried. I'm not afraid to admit it. People make fun of you when you cry. Oh, did you cry like a baby? No, I didn't, actually. Babies don't have the lung capacity. I cried like a grown man. Or a small ape, maybe. I cried hard. It's weird when a man cries. You got to admit that. You can't just walk around crying. When a man cries, that's terrifying. When a woman cries, no offense, we're used to it. We'll just step over you in the street and go about our business, unless we think we can have sex with you. Then we'll apply a light tap to your lower back. It'll be all right, baby girl. When a man cries, I had a stranger come up to me and tell me everything was going to be all right one day. He's like, everything's going to be all right. He didn't know that everything was going to be all right. He was just going, hey, when you start shooting people, you're not going to shoot me, are you? Isn't that what men do when they cry? I cried in the shower. That's confusing. Shower pumps water onto your face. Tears are made of water. Halfway into it, you're like, am I even doing this right now? I mean, is this like a dry hump cry or something? Am I practicing to cry later? This is the worst part. We're engaged. We were together for a long time. 3 weeks after our engagement, she got engaged to someone else. Oh, that was what I said. Oh, no, boo. Every time I tell people, I would tell people, and I would be like, yeah, she's engaged. And they would be like, she's probably cheating on you. Did you think of that? Yeah, I did. A lot. A bunch. But I told you 7 seconds ago, you feel like you cracked the case? You feel like you've taken all the clues and analyzed, and you've got it. You've done it? You did it on your own right there? How'd you come to that conclusion? You know how I came to the conclusion was I checked her email, and I found out for sure. I don't wait. I check. I had her email password, so I checked it. I know you're supposed to. I felt bad. Whatever. Here's the difference. I told my friend who's never been in a relationship or been broken up with that I checked her email, and he was like, that's disrespectful, man. That's crazy. Why would you do that? And then I told my friend who has been through a breakup, and he goes, how'd you get that email password? Did you just like a program or something? That's when I realized when you go through a breakup, you should tell everybody what you do, because eventually someone's gonna out crazy you, and you'll feel better about yourself. You'll be like, I checked her email for a month. They'll be like, I lived in her basement for 6 weeks. Like, And then someone else will be like, I kept her in my basement.
Coda 2 range from Uni is the next generation of gas-powered pizza ovens. G2 gas technology means a more even cook every time for restaurant-quality pizza in just 60 seconds. Coda 2 range is bigger, better, smarter. Learn more at uni.com.
Hey, Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to Summer Party. That's Summer Sound. Brought to you by our friends at Aperol Spritz. Join the joy. Aperol Liquor, 11% alcohol by volume, 22 proof. Copyright 2025, Campari America, New York, New York. Please enjoy responsibly.
Alupaz? My Alupaz.
I'm John Mulaney. Nice to meet you. John Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to see me at Radio City Music Hall. I love to play venues where if the guy that built the venue could see me on the stage, he would be a little bit bummed about it. Look at this. This is so much nicer than what I'm about to do. It's really tragic. What a historic and beautiful and deeply haunted building this is. I keep walking through cold spots being like, I wonder who that used to be. I've never seen a ghost, by the way. I asked my mom if she'd ever seen a ghost. That's where we're at conversation-wise in our relationship as a mother and son. Because I'm 35 and I don't have any children to talk about. And she doesn't understand my career. So I was home for Christmas and we were just eating Triscuits in silence. And I was staring at the floor and I was like, well, here goes nothing. You ever seen a ghost? And my mom said, yes. Which is the best answer. She said, I never told you this before, but our house when you were growing up was haunted. I said, say more right now. She said, outside you and your brother's room, I used to see the ghost of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown. And then she would walk down the hallway, and then she would evaporate. And then my dad said, let's change the subject. And I think he was just doing that thing of like, this is a weird topic, and I want to talk about a book I read about World War II. But the way it came off was that he definitely killed that little girl. Let's change the subject. Why are we even talking about Penelope or whatever her name was? I didn't kill her. Whoever did kill her only did it to protect her from this world. None of us really know our fathers. Anyway.
It's too much fun, man. All these different countries, all these different places we've been going. And honestly, you guys, it's not possible without the love and the support of my family. They made that possible. Because I can't just go take off. You know, you really? Seriously? You know, you're just going to leave? It takes a strong woman, first of all, to put up with me. And it's not easy. Oh, you're going to go travel the world with this crazy guy named Martin who's got tattoos and issues? Have fun. It's not easy, you guys. Like I said, it takes a lot of love and support from my family, and right now it's a crazy time because my son is 15, okay? Some of you know I have a son from my last special. I talked about how I became a dad, and because he's technically my stepson. And the only reason I'm saying that is because he's
As an adult, I'm not supposed to go down slides. So if I end up at the top of a slide, I had to act like I got there accidentally. How'd I get up here, goddammit? I guess I had to slide down. Whee! That's what you say when you're having fun. You refer to yourself and some other people. I'd like to see a forklift lift a crate of forks. It'd be so damn literal. You're using that machine to its exact purpose. That machine has been misunderstood for years. I don't know how to fix a car. If my car breaks down and the gas tank does not say E, I'm fucked. But if the gas tank says E, I get all cocky. I got this one, don't worry about it. Let me grab the toolbox, AKA wallet. I'd be a shitty auto mechanic if someone brought their car into me and said, my car won't start. Well, maybe there's a killer after you.
And people spell their name however they want. Has nothing to do with phonics or nothing. Not sure what phonics is, but I saw the girl that was hooked on it, and I thought, she's got a problem with it, apparently. Hey, have you seen that commercial? Hooked on phonics, work for me. Yeah, she was adorable, you know. I was thinking, wouldn't that be weird if she was applying what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial straight, you know? Hook it on phonics, working for me. Hook it on phonics, working for me. Okay, cut. You talk to her, man. We ain't gonna move a lot of tapes this way. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, I met this woman. Her name was Amy, you know? So I go, oh, A-M-Y? She goes, no, A-Y-M-I-E. Oh. I have to take a nap. I'm Brian, B-R-I-V-O-L-B, and the number 7, the letter Q. Look at my name tag. It's big. Something.
I tried to go to college. I did attempt that. Like, I did try. I went to a community college for 1 year and do not have 1 credit to show for it. That's worse than not going. I took all remedial classes, which remedial is basically when they're like, look, we have no idea how your high school let you leave. Yeah. We're shocked about it, and we're going to look into it, but until then, here are some classes you can take that affect nobody. I took math as a class. Like, I literally bought a book, and it said math on it. I took reading as well. Yeah. I really did. I drove to that class. You know what that feels like? I've driven to a reading class. I'm not even an immigrant. I'm from here. I wanted to go, like, the reason I wanted to go to college, like, I wanted to play college sports. That was my big dream to play. I love college sports, so I want to play college basketball. That was my dream. That was, you know, that was way before this body panned out, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. I tried to play in high school, and I got cut every year from my high school basketball team, so I had to play for my church because the church cannot cut you. They have to let you play. Maybe they could cut you, I don't know. You'd be pretty bad if they're like, look, we think you're good, but Jesus does not think you're that good. Yeah. I don't know what's up. He is our captain, so. Well, church ball was a lot different too, because we played, it was half court, no 3-point line. We played on carpet. That's your first sign it's not gonna count. They didn't give us a basketball. We didn't have a ball. We would just stay in there and play on honesty. So he'd be like, I just made it. It was like, oh, that's a good shot. You're really good. I stole it. I forgive you for stealing it. And they're like, oh, these guys are nice. Everybody's real nice around here.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up.
Going up.
But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button.
Going down.
We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Hardee's original bag packs 2 full-size favorites, plus fries and a drink starting at $5.99. Pair any 2 items. Choose from a charbroiled double cheeseburger, hot ham and cheese, or hand-breaded chicken tender wrap. Or choose 2 double cheeseburgers for just $1 more. A great big bag of original goodness starting at just $5.99. Only at Hardee's. Download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards for special offers. These items only, tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
On June 20th, Disney and Pixar invite you to kick off your summer on an out-of-this-world adventure.
Engaging hyperspeed.
I knew aliens were looking for me.
Experience intergalactic cuisine,
A glass of glory. So good.
advanced technology,
Allow me to adjust your gravity. On. Ow.
and some extraordinary places.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
Wow.
Catch Disney and Pixar's Elio in theaters June 20th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
I keep pulling at the shirt because I can't tell if my undershirt or my overshirt is grabbing my belly really tight. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have had that shake or Butterfinger or cookie or brownie with ice cream on it. That happened in 3 days of my life. But anyway, people are gonna watch this, listen to the CD, and they're like, wow, is he fat? But this is a medium shirt, so you know what I mean? I'm grabbing at a medium, so that's pretty, you know, I don't know why I just pointed that out. One of my favorite things, I'm leaving that in, by the way. I'm gonna leave that in the CD. Most people would edit that out. I say, screw it, this is mine. One of my favorite things about being single is a first kiss. If you're in a relationship, you have the one first kiss, and that's yours forever, and that's good, whatever. If you're single, you're doing it right, you should have multiple first kisses. That's the way that it happens, with multiple partners, and you don't know how they're gonna kiss until you kiss them. It's this big love mystery. How's they gonna kiss? How am I gonna kiss? I don't know what to do. Do I lean left? Do I lean right? You know what I mean? More tongue? Less tongue? Should I pinch your nipple? Is it too early for that? Sometimes you have a good first kiss. You have a good first kiss. You just sit there and it's bam, right out of the gate. You're like, it's like these lips were cut from the same mold, and they've been waiting for this moment to be reunited. I'm sure you guys have had a kiss just as good as that, but you weren't able to put it into words as well as I can. You got your job, I got mine. And then sometimes you have a bad first kiss, and you're just like, get your face away from my face. Your face is committing a hate crime right now. I've had both of them. There's 2 types of kisses. Open mouth, closed mouth. Open, open, good. Closed, closed, good. Open, closed, one of the worst things ever. I leaned into a girl one night, I came in open, because I thought I earned it. She came in closed, and I didn't know what was happening until I had all of her lips in my mouth. I had her in my mouth. I don't know what to do. And I'll tell you what I wanted. I wanted to be able to dislocate my jaw and swallow her whole, just to get rid of the witness. I don't want this to be ladies' room fodder from now on. One time a girl kissed me and she pulled her back, and then she licked me from my chin to my nose. She licked me, and then looked at me like I don't know what to say. You know, you just gave me a cat bath. No. We do not lick on the face. We do. Where's my squirt bottle? Where's my squirt bottle? Get down from the fridge. Get down. That's where I keep my change jar. That's my vacation fund. I'm going to Branson and maybe Gatlinburg. One of my least favorite types of overall kisses is a power kiss. If the power kisses should be used in a moment, if there's like panting and heffing and puff, like, so much power, but then not just like an end of the night kiss. I had that one time with a girl. I lean in for the kiss, and I see her kiss face. I got greedy. I kept my eyes open too long, and she comes in. Her lips are just clenched tight, like I'm trying to feed her vegetables. And she, I don't want none. Tail down. And then as soon as our lips touched, she jammed her head forward into my head with her neck muscle, just pushed onward. And like, I didn't know what, I just started shoving my head back. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna lose. I mean, you know, you want to neck wrestle, I'll neck wrestle. I'm bigger, faster, stronger. So we're having this head, our teeth touched in the, dang, that happened in my head. Our teeth touched. Your teeth are not supposed to touch. At that point, it's like less of a kiss and more of eating a sandwich or something.
If anyone here has ever been to rehab, you probably know this, but you are not allowed to bring drugs in with you. I don't know if you all recall my first errand of the evening before my intervention. But I leave that intervention for rehab. I have a lot of narcotics on me. So back then, I was addicted to cocaine, Adderall, Xanax, Klonopin, and Percocet. Called a Providence Special. Providence, Rhode Island, for those of you around the world, is a city near here. And it's a big joke to all of us. Very silly place. I leave for rehab. I have on my person a full baggie of 30 milligram Adderall, a full baggie of Xanax, 3 grams of cocaine, and $2,000 in cash. I had other plans that weekend. So I get to rehab at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I walk up to the intake desk. And at the intake desk, the woman says, "Do you have any drugs on you?" And I said, "No, I do not. May I please go to the bathroom?" 2 guys grab me, they take my winter coat off me, they start going through the pockets, they go through the inside zipper pocket of my winter coat. I was like, how did they find out about the inside zipper pocket? That pocket has eluded everyone in my life. They reach in there, they pull out all these pills and all this cash and 2 grams of coke. Oh, remember I said I had 3 grams? Well, I did a bunch in the car, and I did a bunch at a gas station in the bathroom off of one of those koala baby changing stations. What? That's what those are for. You think you're supposed to put a human baby on that mousetrap of a device? They have gang signs carved into them. Those are for snorting coke off of. When you're a cokehead, you see the world in terms of surfaces. So they reach in, they pull out all these pills and all this cocaine and all this cash, and they stare at me. And I said, "Oh, those old winter coats." You know that phenomenon. When you're going through your goose down jackets and you're like, $5 grand and an 8-ball. From the night we went caroling. Those old winter coats. Then, they took my prescription drugs from me. My prescriptions. Not the illegal pills I bought on the street. The official prescriptions with my name on them. And they took them from me simply because I had no business being prescribed them in the first place. the collection I had. All the effort, all the work that went into it. Do you know how hard it is to get a doctor to write you a prescription for a pill you don't need? It's not hard. It's so easy. It's so easy. Here's what you do, or here's what I did, but don't do it, but if you did do it, it would totally work. Okay. Go on like WebMD, search doctors in your zip code, okay? And then sort the results. Lowest rating to highest. You will not need to scroll far. Find the doctor in your area with the lowest number of stars. This person needs your business. Is this a bad doctor? Nay, nay. This is the best doctor. Dude. You can walk in there, and it's like Captain Phillips. You can be like, look at me. I am the doctor now. You can use their computer. Check Yahoo News or something.
Some mornings call for a little extra comfort. Introducing Hardee's new home-style breakfast burritos with cheese, fluffy egg, crispy hash browns, breakfast sausage, bacon, and sliced ham in a warm tortilla served with a side of Texas Pete hot sauce. Home-style breakfast burritos, only at Hardee's. Goodness in the making. My rewards members get a free blueberry biscuit or sausage biscuit when you order on the app. Limited time only. Exclusions may apply by time of day. See app for terms.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have your phone first, before the cab pulls away.
Hey, thanks, man. Oh, no, wait, my phone, come back! It's my boarding pass, credit cards, phone numbers, my life, come back!
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Nia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. I was just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
Hey, you could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
It's wild. My wife was in surgery for 10 hours, and before the surgery, the surgeon told me, he goes, halfway through, I'll probably stop and get lunch. I don't need to know that. Why even tell me that? Was he afraid I was going to run into him in the cafeteria? What are you doing here? I get these cravings. Those Snickers commercials are true. But he was a great brain surgeon. We learned later on that he's like the best. I don't know how they determine the best brain surgeon. You know, maybe there's a competition. America's Got Tumors. Heidi Klum thought he was the best. The best brain surgeon. Isn't it enough that someone's a brain surgeon? None of us could even get in med school. A brain surgeon goes to medical school, afterwards specializes in neurology, after that specializes in surgery of the brain, and we're like, yeah, but are they any good? Yeah, they're a brain surgeon. You know what they do with the bad brain surgeons? They don't let them become brain surgeons. Can you imagine the pressure on a brain surgeon? At no point during their workday can they say, hey, it ain't brain surgery. Because it's always brain surgery. Every day. What you do at work, honey? Brain surgery. That's fun. You want some fruit? Never. wife had she had an amazing team of doctors. She had the brain surgeon. She also had an ear, nose, and throat doctor. Ear, nose, and throat, that kind of sounds like they didn't make the cut for brain surgeon. I want to be a brain surgeon. You know what? Let's stick with the ears, nose, and throat. You'd be better with the things surrounding the brain. Can I have the eyes? You know what? Let's stick with the ears, nose, and throat. We promised the eyes to the nerd at Lens Crafters. Why pick on optometrists? Those ear, nose, and throat doctors, they must look at dentists and think, just teeth? That's it? What about the tongue? Not the tongue, just the teeth. You just work on teeth, surgery on teeth? Oh, I don't do the surgery, that's the orthodontist. I mostly scrape stuff off of teeth while I listen to 80s music. I love Debbie Gibson. When you think about it, dentists, they don't do the surgery. They don't even clean the teeth. They're like, you guys do everything, and then I'll come in and jab them with a sharp object. Well, I listen to Debbie. I did figure out what type of doctor I would want to be, which is an anesthesiologist. Because just once, I'd like to walk in a room and go, hi, I'm Dr. Gaffigan. I'm going to give you some drugs so you can't talk or move. And one of these strangers is going to cut you open. Good luck. What draws someone to anesthesiology? It's like, I like medicine, but I really enjoy getting people high. If I can combine the two. I also prefer to sit during surgery. You ever see the anesthesiologist during surgery? They're always sitting there like, I don't even know why I have to be here. Yeah, they're still alive. Anyone got the Wi-Fi password?
I'm going to tell you a story tonight, and it's a crazy story. You know, it's just one of those very rare moments in your life where in retrospect you're like, what the hell? And at the time you're like, I guess I'll continue living. I don't know. It's like if you went to the dentist and he asked you to take your pants off, and you're just like, I don't know, you know, I'm going to make a note of this. This seems strange. I was always discouraged from telling personal stories growing up. I always heard the phrase, don't tell anyone. But not about creepy things. I don't want to lead you down the wrong path. My dad wasn't the dentist or whatever. It would be sort of about insignificant things, like I wouldn't make the soccer team. My father would be like, don't tell anyone. I was like, they're gonna know. When they show up to the games and I'm not on the team and I'm crying. One time I confronted my dad about this, which is tough with my dad because he's a very serious guy. He's a doctor, he's a neurologist actually. And he always sits in this one armchair in our house and reads these thick books. My dad goes through war novels like I go through boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Quickly and aggressively, passionately, and he's just the kind of guy who knows stuff, which is intimidating for someone like me who knows nothing. Because my fear when speaking with someone who knows stuff is that it'll reveal and accentuate that I know nothing. And obviously, I don't know nothing. You know, no one knows nothing. It's just the levels of things we know are very different. You know, my dad knows about the hemispheres of the brain. And I know that if I spill Diet Coke on my laptop, it probably won't start again, you know? And that's why my dad was so disappointed that I became a comedian. You know, he worked his whole life to send me to college so I would learn stuff. And I didn't. And I got a job making fun of him in front of strangers. So that whole plan kind of backfired. But one time I built up the courage to ask him, I say, hey, how come you play everything so close to the vest? And my father says, the more people know about you, the more they can use it against you. Which really sent shivers down my spine. It has that kind of open-ended fear to it. You know that feeling you have when you're driving and you see a cop and you're not speeding, you don't have drugs, but you're just like, I hope he doesn't notice I'm driving. 10 and 2, sitting upright, you know. Well, as guarded as my mother is open, I mean, she'll say anything to anyone in any context. I was visiting them recently, and I met her at the bank, and she'd been talking to the bank teller for 15 minutes about really personal stuff, and I walked in right at the end, and all I heard her say was, and here he is now! And I was like, oh no, this is a disaster. She's a talker, and I love talking to my mom. You know, we'll talk on the phone for 15 minutes or 2 hours, but at the end of it, no matter what, she'll always say one more thing. But it's rarely anything that deserves to be one more thing. It's always like one more thing. Ellen from my swim class bought a rice cooker. I don't know if that deserves to be one more thing, Mom. In long division, that's called a remainder. You save up 17 of those, we'll give you a conversation. She's a talker, and I'm a talker, and that's why we always drove my dad crazy. Whenever we would tell personal stories growing up, my father would say, hush. I'll give you an example. I was a terrible reader as a kid. We used to do these things in grade school in Massachusetts called SRAs. You guys have that? Student reading assignments? Yeah, and what they would do is they would post how many everyone had done on the wall, which is a really good way to squash a child's self-esteem. I remember there was this girl in my class named Jamie Burson, and she finished 147 of these things before I finished 2. And I distinctly remember thinking, I think I might be retarded. And then I looked at the wall, and I was like, oh yeah, I am. And in retrospect, it seems so obvious that I just had some kind of ADD. I remember reading these books as a kid. You know, there were 4 rabbits, Mopsy, Flopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. And I was thinking, if you're gonna name your rabbit Mopsy, you're really gonna name the second one Flopsy? I mean, you want everyone to hate you? And Peter's the only one who made it out okay in the naming process. He's like an investment banker now. He's like, I do not know those other rabbits. And they're like, aren't you Peter Rabbit? He's like, no, I'm Peter Lippens. And he's tucking his ears into a baseball cap. And anyway, while I was thinking about all that, the other kid read the book. So I had some kind of issue. And I remember one night I said to my dad at the dinner table, I said, I think I might be retarded. And my father said, hush. Which is one way to address a problem. That's what he always said whenever we told uncomfortable stories, and so I developed this habit of telling uncomfortable stories. So here goes.
Military families. Verizon is offering a discount of $15 off your monthly internet bill with a Fios 1 or 2 gig plan. Plus $400 off select Samsung products on them when you spend $800 or more on an eligible item at Best Buy. Because Verizon is proud to serve those who serve. Visit your local Verizon store or call 1-833-VERIZON to learn more. Terms apply.
Some mornings call for a little extra comfort. Introducing Hardee's new home-style breakfast burritos with cheese, fluffy egg, crispy hash browns, breakfast sausage, bacon, and sliced ham in a warm tortilla served with a side of Texas Pete hot sauce. Home-style breakfast burritos, only at Hardee's. Goodness in the making. My Rewards members get a free blueberry biscuit or sausage biscuit when you order on the app. Limited time only. Exclusions may apply by
Engaging hyperspeed.
I knew aliens were looking for me.
Experience intergalactic cuisine.
A glass of glor. So good.
Advanced technology.
Allow me to adjust your gravity. On. Ow.
And some extraordinary places.
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
Whoa!
Catch Disney and Pixar's Elio in theaters June 20th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Hey, check this joke out. If you want to talk to me after the show, I'll be fucking surprised. I'm gonna have to have some liner notes for that joke. Like, during that joke, he points to the back. So people get the full experience. I'm gonna do a bunch of jokes that require the actual seeing me. And the CD will piss people off. Hey, what do you think of that shirt? Where the fuck, man? That's ridiculous. God damn, look at that haircut. You're fucking nuts, dude. Those people will not get the full experience of those jokes. If you find yourself lost in the woods, fuck it, build a house. Well, I was lost, but now I live here. I've severely improved my predicament. I bought a house, it's a 2-bedroom house, but I think it's up to me how many bedrooms there are. Don't you? Fuck you, real estate lady. This bedroom has an oven in it. This bedroom has a lot of people sitting around watching TV. This bedroom's over in that guy's house. Sir, you got one of my bedrooms. Are you aware? Don't decorate it. I got a king-size bed. I don't know any kings, but if one came over, I guess he would be comfortable. Oh, you're a king, you say? Well, we won't believe what I have in store for you. It is to your exact specifications. I did not know you guys were on the same side. I think I can set your lady up, too. When I was a boy, I laid in my twin-size bed and wondered where my brother was. I don't have a microwave oven, but I do have a clock that occasionally cooks shit. I want to get a job naming kitchen appliances. That seems easy. Refrigerator, toaster, blender. You just say what the thing does, then you add herb.
You missed.
Kitchen appliance naming is easy. Keep shit fresh. Well, that's a fresh one. I'm going on break.
I watch a lot of television. Too much. Did you ever watch those monster truck pulls on TV? My favorite part is not the race. I like when they interview the driver when the race is over. They always talk about their engine like you know what the hell they're talking about, you know? Hey, what were you thinking during that last run, Earl? You know, it was going pretty good. About halfway through, the flap coil valve burner started smoking. The hydro pen springer spurting on the manifold drive. And if I didn't like the shotgun from that last pile line, trying to unplug that hydro coil, and if I could do that, I was going to have to shut her down. Man, what the hell are you talking about? Like you're following him at home. The hydro pin, well, sure, you had to shut her down. What options did you have, Earl?
Sula.
Jealous of those guys.
Bunkaro Musti.
If my car breaks down.
Yip Sims. Susul to riff.
And you know they know you have to do that.
Me wasabu. Aragaba am soon Paramore. Rumea Hupitu. Orbitanahe. Chumba. Quisap.
You're not evil, bro.
Toki Boo.
Shabini Jabit. Turp System. Shema Corbett. Travik Bashan. Simonis Arrow. Naba.
Can you fix that?
Kisim Gedna.
I don't know, I just cleaned up.
Rugi Payun. Moochie, Peachy, Yenabe, Flemon, Shusha.
Varanoy. Queba.
I always get home
Parsicon.
doing comedy and
on TV.
sleep. So I'll go in, like I fix something to eat,
Burl.
watch TV. I don't know. I'll be home for like an hour at least. And then I'll
Remix.
just hear her from the bedroom. She'll be like, Nate, is that you?
Boyali.
Yeah, like you better hope to God it's me. You have looked so
Urazak?
murder get quite comfortable in this
Ah,
house.
Suna Nibnub.
He is
Don't
eating.
talk about
They're gonna find your body and
She's
it's gonna watch
got
first season of Entourage.
You
before
from
he
North?
did this. He seemed relaxed.
You can't numb it, huh? Maybe. Saquinario.
And if someone did break in
Rinka
your house, I don't
Shalbo.
have a gun to protect
Oh,
us.
Bonnie.
I don't. You don't
Justin
have
A.
a pocket knife.
Free but nice blue.
Nothing.
Never
I got hope to
Oh,
aggravate
no,
at
no.
best.
Voice. Abenor
Like I
Yikla?
would cut him. He'd be like, "Did you
Let
cut
him.
my shirt, man?" And then he would kill
Abenor.
him. That's the best case scenario.
Pussy.
With a pocket knife. I don't know how to use this knife in the middle of the day. That's where someone wake up out of a dead sleep and have some kind of knife skill I've never had before.
Shibi. Chabina.
So what we do is we have to sleep strategically in
Jevka
our bed.
Bamzoy, Falanas Pitfall,
for an attack.
Ivan.
Radzinus
So like, I'm
Minchi.
here.
Barlene Yorid.
Jameson.
Un shoot.
She thinks it's because of the bridge. She doesn't know this.
Simba Wand. Skuma Trinandi. Jessica Clonkus. Unfik Schwager Napizi.
Kisanis Navy. Umpafree. Pima. Lashu. Organor.
So she's
Unga.
gonna lunge at him. She'll lunge. And she'll be like, "Oh, it felt like a push." And it'll be like, "Well, it wasn't. All right, babe. It was the very beginnings of a lunge." So she's gonna lunge. Now she is from Alabama, so she's pretty scrappy. She'll put up a good fight. At least a good enough fight that I can be practicing with my knife on my side. Super break! I'll be stabbing at pillars, like getting, cutting them up. So when he gets to me, I'll be like, "I don't know if you looked over here while you fought my wife." But like that used to be one whole pillow. So I don't know if you're ready for this or not. For round 2. This fury that we're going. Like Joey starting applause. Like he started, then you gave up, then he was like, "I'll go with you," and then, but he already quit. But that guy's like, "Well, I'm not going back." It was great.
Mumba Tarbobone. Dame. Shada. Yeah.
You love listening to your favorite
Garza.
music.
Garza.
And we
Vadish.
love listening to you.
Aha.
So let's talk. Click now to take part in our short survey.
Ephedroid.
And you
Vara.
can get
Oh,
gloriously
Kimba.
uninterrupted music with Spotify
Oh,
Premium.
Stifa Mubis.
That means you can enjoy all your favorite artists.
What's up, Jim? Ha, Bombadoy.
Then all you need to do is hit the banner now
Sawubi.
for your
Blurky.
chance to win.
Uzarza. And Barbu. Nibahana.
Score tickets to this Nati Natasha concert.
After saving so much at T-Mobile, I thought, why not splurge?
There she is.
Nati, can we get a picture?
Of course. Wow, that's a nice picture.
BS25 Plus takes awesome selfies.
Tag me and I'll follow you.
Get a new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus with Galaxy AI on us when you trade in your current phone in any condition. Plus, families can switch and save 20% versus Verizon and AT&T's best plans, plus streaming. Savings with 3 lines, including taxes, fees, and optional storage.
Florib Essenoi.
Some people just know
Brain
they can
and
save
Gumma.
hundreds on car insurance by checking
Hamza
Allstate first.
Zivka.
Like
Dimfish.
you know to check you have your phone first.
Wabarani
before the cab
Bayumi.
pulls away.
Tibu on a mob.
Floof. Golf.
Wait, my phone.
Alpahorn.
Gibbs.
Unix Snow. Mushka Garul. Mushka Nipim.
First, this way. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
You gotta be careful when you get pregnant now, because you may not even have one. You may not even have one. You may have a lot. Like, people are having a lot at a time. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're pregnant, and it's a bushel. You're having a bushel. Or a gaggle, or one of the two. People have 2 babies. I don't even like that. I'll start. 1, I accept that. Whatever. 2, that's too many. 2's too many. Twins, it's uncomfortable. Why twins? Why are you making 2? You're making 2 people? The amount of people it takes to make people? That's a lot. When does this end? I don't know what's going on in there for 9 months. What are these twins doing? Just by themselves, plotting? Most likely. That's what I'd say. They have 2 separate twin sacks? Do they have one umbilical cord with a splitter like you're stealing cable from a neighbor? Can you pinch it off and get a good hit later? You know what I mean? No, turkey burger. I've been on an IV. The twins don't even look alike sometimes. They come out, they look weird, different. It's like, why do you look different? You're made at the same time with the same people and the same song playing. You come out looking different? Good luck with that Doublemint commercial. We're twins. One of you's the devil. Back off. If you were making muffins and you put the muffin pan in the oven and one of them came out blueberry and one of them was just some dude named John, You wouldn't just be like, oh, that's how it happens sometimes. That was weird. I don't like it.
Everything is too fast now and totally unreasonable. The world is run by computers. The world's run by robots. And we spend most of our day telling them that we're not a robot, just to log on and look at our own stuff. All day long. May I see my stuff, please?
I know them other guys, they've been
Prove.
I do what I do.
Prove to me you're not
Heard
a
I was
robot.
good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. I can see you want me to.
No robot could ever read these. You look mortal, if need be. You look. And then you type what you think you see. Is it an E? Or is it a 3? That's up to ye. The passwords have passed. You've correctly guessed. But now it's time.
Oh.
Ida.
Lymphy Zap and Quar. I'll be silent.
This is about your banana. I was gonna replace it.
Are you a burglar?
Yeah, I'm the banana bandit. I'm gonna be featured in the next Batman film.
Who the hell are you?
I'm your landlord, and if my stove is broke, it's coming out of your security deposit.
A scheme at the store.
this is about your banana, I was gonna replace it.
Are you a burglar?
Yeah, I'm the Banana Bandit. I'm gonna be featured in the next Batman film.
Who the hell are you?
I'm your landlord, and if my stove is broke, it's coming out of your security deposit.
You can't be my landlord. My landlord's name is Marion.
I'm Marion.
Supivdo hebene. Floopy aspa.
That wasn't love, that was just hope.
Always another bender, I lose control.
Doing it right. Well, if she gets lucky with the firemen, she won't have to worry. They're trained for disasters.
Końca.
We were good, we were gold. Kind of dream that can't be sold. We were right.
Devil boy! Oh, 신호연 boya. Ah, Ina. Doyum. Da baste. Don't know what. Dorsey! Oh, Glimpka. What? Yes.
I can take myself dancing.
Watanabe! Pipitao Dimfish. Nurkska Shararg. Ibawaw Chinosa. Fobal Sophie. Pip of the Zoo. Sumbisi. Moy Bim Yasfina. Apalachaba? Hibine. Beirut. Apalachaba. Pepisam Surf. Zumbas Gnorf Surf.
Oh, tell a Jim Whips.
Yazip, Bimbus.
Sul. Whoa, noosh, gonay. Fisha har penosa.
Rugnafacia harb.
Oh.
Oopla?
Quas?
Seiza Sherbo?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Yabahorn. Shernan Flavin Yanzoga. And Frobby Sebrum. Fenoy? Obero? Yada Velk. Kisnoy. Sharib. Flohane Kompel Espascu.
Jessene Klonkas Rabana.
Simbab Kriko.
Vilbar.
Shamabu.
Tashibi. Niafloof. Wabara Zimre. Charib. Yarp snobby. Sharby Daza, Doba.
Oh, Vadish. Uh-huh.
Ooh, Siwa.
Larkim.
Frodima.
Flins. Wavu. Ruskan Ladima. Muchi Pichi.
Urazap.
Yibs.
Ah, Suna Nibnub.
Ah. Oh. Calgoi. Dabao Saba.
Lamis Poopa Turd.
Me Poopa Turd. Gorba.
Septo. Tachatuni.
Swarspagatoony. Tibu, Bretino.
Son of Diola? Muy. Oh, you
Ah. Growl. Uh-huh.
Ooh. Oh.
Befite Shamagra. Bifidao.
Yeah. Oh. Mwah.
Ugh.
Dinika. Shupaza Esinoi. Fripisha. Quaba. Ruthe. Galarga. Snoochie Gungane. Yabibo. Yabibo Squad. Trenif. Quahabin. Lumbik Clunkus Esinoi. Fanjit Sheffler?
Yalanim.
Penny? Oh. Banagrabe. So.
Ooh, Kiranga.
Alifa Fipin. Fabea. Azi. Seek. Sabafa? Sabafa and Chibi.
Skadorsh.
Benor Sacranario.
Ah, dag.
Wait, Skiba, Vimpa, Vimsklebina. Pues. Prubara. Dalopa Bruhana. Hemba Believe? Huh? Oh, Pana Diola. Brinka Shalbo. Obani. Jessene. Ukinakim. Umove. Jilur. Kitsuni. Zimze Quohaven. Sperpasa Esenoi. Trofa. Bahushu Foibi. Faroom. Huh. Swarspa Sawabi. Oh, Ulak.
Tube.
Mental Apolachaba. Benor Sacranario.
Garsha.
Sigluna Vul.
Oh.
Anje Yitka. Yanka Bamu. Zampa Garsha. Oh. Vibane. Oh.
So, Terrif.
Oh.
Oh.
No. Pinaroo.
Feed Narb.
Oh.
Buena Fabano.
Unga?
Chita Puna. Huh?
Darka. No.
Ah.
Whoa, Griff.
Ah.
Bunazambo. Sepane.
Are we Beth? Oh,
Kabla. Kabla Charbe.
Fibane. Chub.
Aflin Wadida.
Oh, Jonga.
Ha ha
Oh, Pelka.
Smavadish. Ah. Oh.
Nuloy Sawata. Risala Kumbar. Ukinakim. Almo. Whitney?
Rook?
Huh?
Shauna.
Fibane.
Edna. Yarpanoosh. Rabatsa Yibo. Snebara. Ibna. Birus Kansas. Stumsy Turup. Grenea Hislop.
Dunawa.
Wifwanoy. Turupinar? Bekanoy.
Ah.
Phanosa Laberjus. Gorch Botne. Zamonis Arrow. Buquam Cravi. Shabini Janib. Yibs. Freenip.
Sipta Bena.
For the robot test! I've devised a question no robot could ever answer. Which of these pictures does not have a stop sign in it? Fucking what? You spend most of your day telling a robot that you're not a robot. Think about that for 2 minutes and tell me you don't want to walk into the ocean.
But you should be more powerful. It makes perfect sense that women are strong, because your lives are so much more difficult. You have so much more to deal with. It's amazing. You have a lot more to deal with. Just the makeup alone. Just this never-ending art project you're involved in. Carrying luggage around your entire lives, filled with art supplies. Brushes and pencils and paints, just painting the same face over and over and over. You're like a crazy Van Gogh with an Etch-a-Sketch. I don't even know why you do it. Who are you doing it for? It's not for us. We don't care. All we care is that you're not a dude. That's all we care. It's for other women. It's that woman-on-woman hateful competition. It's nasty. You ever see women say hello to each other? Nasty business, right? It's all smiles up here. Hi, hi. Then they give each other that slow look of death up and down. Find a weakness, hang on it until she knows that you noticed. Sorry about that. You can get that taken care of. Brutal. You see the moms at my kids' school trying to out-hot the other moms. Hilarious. 7 o'clock in the morning, they show up dressed to kill, to out-hot the other moms. Are you high? No kid wants their mom to be hot. You just want a mom. You don't want a hot mom. You just want a flowered house dress and wobbly bingo arms. Right? Big sloppy mom boobs. You curl up in her like a cinnamon-scented beanbag chair. That's a mom. And I got news for you. If you are the hot mom, the other moms aren't calling you hot. They're calling you a whore. The products that women get tricked into buying, they told women it might help their ass if they buy these Skechers shape-ups. Have you seen these orthopedic moon boots? They're like sneakers attached to Frankenstein feet. They're walking through the mall like Cirque du Soleil on stilts. How's my ass? No one's looking at your ass. We're looking at your feet, afraid you have scoliosis. The whole idea of what it is to be a woman in this culture is demented. It's demented, all right? Every image of a woman, it's something you can't be, and it's something we're not interested in, right? Every ad with a woman is 6'8", emaciated, little boy boobs and bubble lips.
just scowling at us through black mascara. That's not a woman. That's nice on a billboard. What would you do with that if you got it into your house? That'd be like having a live giraffe in the living room. Knocking over lamps, hiding behind the piano. What do we do with it? I don't know. Give it more cocaine. It seems to like it. That's not a woman. You want a woman, a partner for the rest of your life? Get a strong woman. Get one with a big back, help you mow the lawn once in a while. You want a cool, skinny chick? They get sick easy. Get a strong chick. Stands at the stove and stirs for hours. Welcome home. Children play in playground. We not have playground. I build it. They play now.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $9.99. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Military families, Verizon is offering a discount of $15 off your monthly internet bill with a fast, reliable Fios 1 or 2 gig plan, because Verizon is proud to serve those who serve. Visit your local Verizon store or call 1-833-VERIZON to learn more.
Hey, Spotifyers. Click or tap the banner to listen to This is Shabuzi, the essential tracks all in one playlist. Brought to you by Coors Light. Music on shuffle, chill on repeat. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Mace is the best thing to have, isn't it? Come on. They got that like Sylvester hand, you know. Come on. I carry Mace everywhere I go now. Mace is the best. Did you know up in Germany they got Mace that shoots out fire? It's like a little torch that comes out and burns you. Good God, that would scare you. Give me your purse. No! Right there by your huevos. Those scrambled huevos. I think women need to carry the mace. Don't waste your time on those women's self-defense courses. Those are the worst. You ever seen those? No! Hands off! Get away! Scratch. No! And the instructors are really cocky, aren't they? Listen, Jan. Listen, one of these days, you're going to be walking down a dark alley naked, right? Some guy's going to walk up to you, hey, baby, give me some of that hoochie on your Snoopy or something, right? You're going to have to go, no! Hands off! A bunch of babble. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Knee to the groin. Like someone really attacked you like this. Come here. Oh yeah, just like in class. Yeah. All right. When they hit the padded dummy, the instructor grabs a padded. Come on, girls, right here. No! 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 Not today. No! Go for your mace. Mace! Zip.
Jump out the window, you will die earlier. Because 13's an unlucky number, right? Well, then so should the letter B be, because B looks like a scrunched together 13. Hello, what is your name? Bob. Get the fuck away. If 13's unlucky, then 12 and 14 are guilty by association. I saw you 12, you were hanging out with 13. No, I wasn't, I was with 11. You talked to 14 about that shit. What you got to say, 14? Me divided by 2 equals 7? All right, I was with 13, shit. Maybe they can add some laughs to that joke.
Whether you need signage to welcome students and their families or commencement programs, FedEx Office has the graduation solutions you need. Request a consultation at office.fedex.com/business-solutions.
You're a fixer, a sprucer-upper, a home service pro. So why waste time buried in admin and paperwork? Get back to what you love with Jobber, the all-in-one tool that fits your entire office in your back pocket. Start your free trial today at jobber.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities, so do like I did and have one of your assistant's assistants